Hey Dragon Slayers, today's video is about my first 1 week fast part 1 from Jimmy Moore. Don't forget to like and subscribe because it really helps the channel out. Let's get started. So on the evening of April 10th, 2011, Jimmy consciously chose to do one of the most unlikely things he'd ever done in nearly 4 decades of living. He embarked on a 1 week fast on purpose, just to see how he would do. So many people asked at the time if he was doing it to lose weight, and the answer was not at all. Any weight loss on a complete extended fast, unlike on a regular intermittent fasting routine, would not likely stay completely off once the food was reintroduced. That's not to say a few stubborn pounds of fat wouldn't find a way to leave his body, and that's never a bad thing. But his primary purpose was to monitor how he felt going without any food for a week. Jimmy learned so much more than he could have ever imagined. The physical experience of the fast. The first 3 days were some of the most difficult because his body was screaming at him to eat something. He felt spacey for much of that time, as if everything around him was running in slow motion. But at the same time, his thoughts were clearer and he was fully functioning despite having had no food. And honestly, he felt good for most of the time throughout the entire fast. Day 4 and 5 were the best of the 7 as he experienced a huge whoosh of renewed energy that he had heard many people share in the past would happen. On day 6, though, he struggled early on with a strong desire to eat again. And by day 7, when he was at church and took communion, he felt absolutely horrible. Like his blood sugar had dropped to a level that zapped him of all energy. When he checked his blood sugar level and saw that it was reading in the 50s, and he could barely stand up around 2 p.m. on the first day of the fast, on the final day of the fast, he knew that it was time to break it. So the effects on his blood sugar and weight. Jimmy didn't measure his blood sugar every single day, but the few times he did, he saw readings in the 60s. Sure, this was below 80, the level that he generally saw on his healthy, low-carb lifestyle. But that's what happens when you don't eat any food at all. Controlling blood sugar and giving your pancreas a week to rest from producing insulin is an excellent reason for attempting a fast like this. The first few days, he lost about a pound a day, and then on days 4 to 7, he lost several pounds. While he wasn't doing this to lose weight, it certainly produced a sizable drop on the scale. 13 pounds in 1 week. Jimmy learned later that the weight loss on a 1 week fast like this is mostly water because the fasting process depletes glycogen stores. So that's what I've got for you guys today. Don't forget to like and subscribe because it really helps the channel out. And remember, guys, that together, you and I will slay the dreaded diabetes dragon.